Hello, collective. I am Sarah B. There we go. That lighting looks a little bit better. I hope you all are well. Happy midweek. We're halfway there. God, this lighting is terrible. I don't know what the deal is. I was just recording for I feel like it's there we go. I don't know. This is just how it's gonna be for right now. Um I was just recording. Hello, how are you? Oh, thank you. I was just recording for the December zodiac readings. And I wanted to pop on, say hi, give us some kind of collective reading and card pull, see what's going on, what's coming towards us. Okay, let's see. It looks like some of us for the upcoming weekend, it says into the unknown. Looks like we are might be surprised by something, you know. We're being asked to take that leap of faith. Being asked to, we don't need to know everything all the time to have fun. It's about discovering new things, taking on new challenges, you know, not always knowing what the outcome is going to be. If you're invited out to do something, who cares if so and so is going to be there? Don't even ask if they are. If they're there, then they're there. If they're not, then they're not. You know, not knowing things sometimes is so much better for you. Delve into that excitement. You know, conquer your fears. You know, if you are uncertain about things, the best way to defeat that uncertainty is to walk through it. So nothing is always going to be, not everything is always going to be concrete. We don't always know the results. But sometimes a lot of us are missing out on our lives because we're sitting there overthinking, not knowing what's going to happen, and playing out these silly scenarios in our head. Missing things because of this, that, and the other thing, and we're rationalizing that this is okay. It's okay not to. Oh, I just dropped the damn card. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm here. Not knowing is sometimes what you're walking into can be the best thing in your life. Maybe you don't know that the love of your life is going to be, you know, you're going to cross paths with. You know, there could be something there that you weren't certain about, but became the most refreshing thing that you could have ever thought. So, Spirit saying to delve into that feeling of uncertainty and unknown. We have making a choice. You can go with this or you can go with that. So that's the way it's going to be. It looks like we have big decisions coming up. I do feel like some of us might be looking for a home, maybe moving somewhere. I feel like a lot of us, it's that time of year where we spend a lot of times in our homes, spend a lot of times with family and friends. So maybe you want to evaluate what that looks like. Well, it also brings up a lot of anxiety for people. Not everybody has a great family. Not everybody has that dynamic where they look forward to coming home for the holidays. So this could be a call to keep those people in your prayers. Maybe if you are, you know of somebody that is going to be by themselves. Maybe you want to reach out to them, just see how they're doing. Even the strongest people could be suffering this time of year. It's not an easy time, the holidays, to get through. So just, keep them in mind. Not everybody has the best home life, and coming home for the holidays isn't always, you know, a cheery thing. So just something to keep in mind. But I do feel like this is about building structure, maintaining structure. I do feel like some people are, like I said, moving, or maybe being relocated somewhere. This could be, maybe you're making a choice on where to move or what to do. But this could be also another big choice of, you know, of, like I said, we're choosing yin and yang. This is two separate things. We're going towards different directions. You're stuck. Make sure that you are getting all your information, choosing things correctly. Or we can go on, choose what you don't know. Maybe one of these, this light side is comfort. This light side is exactly what you do know. This side is your comfort zone. Maybe it's time to delve into your shadow self and see where that brings you. It's a harder road to choose. It's a harder path to go through, because it brings up a lot of things that we might not want to deal with. But it could mean you have less triggers. It could mean that when you heal from these things, you do go home for the holidays and you get triggered by something, then you can tackle it head on and not have to suppress it. So you might be called to make these hard choices. And you don't always have to go with your comfort. Sometimes the best choices lie in your shadow self. Okay, so let's see what's next. Let's see. Spirit, what do we have for the collective? Hello, everybody. I am Sarah B, and this is Just B Tarot. Right now, I am shuffling for the collective part of the reading. I do some card pulls from a few different oracle decks, and then I move on to tarot and pull cards for you guys. What I'll do is I will scroll up to the beginning of the chat and read the questions one by one as they come through. I try to pull 2 cards for each question. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. I've tried to pull 2 cards for each question. Sometimes I get 1, sometimes I get more, and we'll go from there. And but that's after I do the overall energy reading. That comes first. So you could be leaving your questions while I'm doing that, of course, and pay attention to the collective reading. But yeah, if you feel keen to ask a question, please do so. Also, click on like and subscribe. It does get my channel circulating. So it really does help me. It's absolutely free for you. And please be patient. I will get to your question just as soon as possible. So let's, Spirit, anything from this deck? Any messages from this deck? I have been shuffling for a moment now, and I'm not getting anything. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's well. Thank you. Becoming supernatural. Break free from the bonds of the past and step into a new self. Your higher self, your divine self, where you are coming from. We're all blessed with these gifts, and it's just a matter of honing in on them. So breaking free from the things that are chaining us, from the way we live our lives and playing into low vibrational energy and becoming better. Okay, we have breaking the habit. Again, choosing who you want to be, breaking free from past habits, changing your lifestyle, changing your mentality. And really honing in on your beliefs and living an integral life. Quantum you. Harness the power of quantum physics to manifest the life you desire. When I get this card, I feel like I think of astral plane. Like visiting people in dreams um and in different locations on different planes, kind of honing in on that, manifesting what you want, where you want to be. That could also be like Akashic records, your past lives. Silence speaks. In silence, find the deep wisdom of your being. Take some time to yourself. Like I said, work on your shadow self. Be introspective and be reflective. See, look how reflective that lake is, or that body of water. Be reflective. Find that deep wisdom within yourself and heal. All right, moving on to the next deck. Okay. Shuffling Spirit for the collective. Shuffling for the collective. Okay, so right now I'm doing an overall reading for the collective. I pull from a few cards from several different oracle decks, and then I move on to the chat and answer questions one by one. I'll go through, and you'll know it's your question because I'll read your handle before I ask the question. So I have a couple more, or a handful more of oracle decks to go through, and then I will be reading your questions. So please be patient. You don't have to spam the chat with the same question over and over again. I will get to it. Please keep that in mind. Right now I am doing the overall collective energy for this reading. All right, Spirit. What do we have here, Spirit? From this deck for the collective. What do they need to know? What do they need to know from this deck? What do they need to know? We have needy. I feel like there are some people come to you because you are of service and you are going to say yes. I feel like you love doing that, but make sure you're not being taken advantage of. Some people you might come across, some of you might come across as needy to other people. Clingy, I just heard. Boundaries. Yep, setting up boundaries is exactly the next word I was going to say. If you are constantly being asked to do stuff because you're a yes person and you're constantly wanting to make others happy, then people are going to see that you're always saying yes. So you might need to set up boundaries to let people know where you stand on certain things. that you're not always going to say yes, that you have to put yourself first at times. Or maybe somebody's setting up boundaries with you. Maybe they feel like you're needy or you're clingy, and they want you to take a step back. So somebody might be setting up boundaries with you, or you might have to set up boundaries with others. So you might want to reflect on that, see how people are treating you or you're treating people. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? No? Okay, moving right along. All right, now this deck is messages from Spirit, little reminders. Try to find meaning in this situation. So that's going to resonate differently for everybody. But there might be a situation that you're involved with that it's a deeper meaning in the situation, and you're being called to kind of take a magnifying glass to it and take the lessons from it. Ooh, let me get another incense. I was doing recording readings for the December zodiac readings, monthly readings before this. So that's why it usually doesn't run out so soon, but I had incense lit already for it. So okay, so I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Right now I'm pulling from Oracle decks, and I'll be answering the 2-card pulls in the chat in just a little while. Okay, Spirit, what does the collective need to hear from? Thank you. Plan a trip. So maybe you need to get some time away, or maybe you and your partner need to get some time away. We have go outside. It's a beautiful time to breathe in that crisp air. It's lovely outside. It's cold. It's brisk out, but not too cold where it's going to, to freeze your butt off right when you walk outside. So you might want to take the opportunity to just get outside before it gets too cold and experience that nice fresh air. Maybe go for a hike, or take advantage of this weather. We have speak up for yourself. So you have to advocate for yourself. So don't just let other people walk all over you. People are going to treat you the way that you want to be treated. If you don't want to be treated like a doormat, then don't act like one. Sometimes you need to speak up and speak out for yourself. Find a new hobby or revisit an old one. Okay, get out of your head. Put that into creativity, and maybe you put your easel away because you couldn't find time to focus on that anymore because maybe you started school or you started a family and you just haven't had the time to really focus on your creative side. Well, this might be an indication to pull that out. It's your release, and find that release so you can get out of your head. Maybe it's songwriting, maybe it's I just heard makeup artistry, or doing hair, or doing something creative. Maybe you're sketching, maybe you're coloring in an adult coloring book, whatever it is. Get out of your head and do something so you can, re-energize your brain and stop thinking and about the negativity happening in the world. It's all around us. There's so much that is fed into our brain each and every day that we need to take our minds off of that and focus on something that is more productive. You know, it's like with these AIs and chat GPTs, we can't even think for ourselves. It's like they want to reconstruct a sentence that I did. No. No, thank you. You know, it's like I let me be me, let me mess up accordingly. You know, that's how I learn. So it's kind of like, you know, I just, there's so much that's intruding on our mental space, on our mental capacity, that's so important to, you know, get out of your head with a hobby. Okay, so this deck is about love and messages from somebody that you love. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic love. This could be familial love, but it could also be romantic love. It could also be a booty call. So however this comes across when I read it, you'll know who it's about. When you feel the energy of the card. All right, how it's directed towards you. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to hear from this? Thank you. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. So maybe there's somebody, you're in a relationship with somebody that you're like, why did I even meet this person? How many times have we asked ourselves this? Why did God even let me meet this person? What was the point? To learn a lesson, to make ourselves grow. That's why. So find the lesson in evolve. Because right now, whatever you're coming out of, you've learned the spiritual lesson. Now it's time to move on. Take that lesson and move on to the next person or the next whatever. All right. Thank you. We have patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. And you know, I am such an advocate for divine timing. And things are going to happen when they're supposed to happen, where they're supposed to happen. And paths will come together. And I truly believe that. That, you know, the fates are building our paths and making our other half going through what they have to go through and learn their lessons, and we're going through our lessons, and eventually our paths are going to collide, and it's just going to take both of the units, the people, working on themselves and going through what they have to do to unite and become whole, or not whole because we're already whole beings, but be understood on the way they're meant to be understood by the other person. It says longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. So somebody might be crushing on you. You might have an idea who that is. Retreat. Time alone or in nature. We got that before. Go outside. Spirit saying go outside before it gets too cold is going to help you recharge. Go outside. Take some time off from people. You know, if you're, you know, having a hiccup with your partner, take some time alone. Maybe you have to reevaluate your situation. Maybe they have to reevaluate, you know, maybe they need to miss you. Passion. Try something you've never done before. Build memories with somebody. You know, find something you're passionate in. Or this could be finding out the other person's passion and sharing it with them, and vice versa. Okay, now let's move on to this last deck before I start with the questions. Spirit. Last deck. What does the collective need to know from this deck? What messages for the collective? Thank you. We have enduring quest. Through struggles, build the stamina to uncover and stand by your truth. Struggles are going to get us to learn. Struggles are going to get us to be resilient and endure the test of time. We have secret desires. Unspoken needs can plunge you into deep confessions. I'm sorry. I got that completely wrong. Unspoken needs can plunge you into deep confusion. So something that you need and they're not picking up on, you have to be communicative. It's really important because somebody might be holding on to something, vice versa. Maybe somebody likes you more than you like them. Maybe you don't see it going anywhere, but they're really falling for you. You need to be communicative. We have soul's compass. So let intuition, what is my deal today? Let intuition guide your steps, illuminating the life path meant for you. Okay, so go with your gut. Your gut knows exactly what you need, and you have to trust that. Trust yourself. Trust that your body knows. Trust those feelings you get. That's your higher power and your guides telling you. Those are all signs. Those are all downloads. So trust that. All right. So I think that is it for the Oracle decks. So we can move right on to tarot. And I can answer your questions. Let me give it a good shuffle. Oh, I don't want this deck. I'm not using that one. Spirit, oh, this one. Thank you. All right, Spirit, I'm shuffling for the collective. For the questions that they are about to ask me. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for letting me hear you fluidly and clearly. Hi, Meaners. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Hi, Jazz. How are you? Hello, everybody. Once again, I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for hitting like and subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell that will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. Now, I hope you guys have seen your November zodiac sign readings. I do post monthly readings. So please go ahead and visit them. Please like and comment and, pass them along to friends, whatever you got to do. Keep my readings circulating. It is really appreciated and really helpful to help my channel grow and to help my channel circulate and my messages circulate. And it's absolutely free for you, and it means the world to me. So thank you so much. This is Just Be Tarot. And I don't know if you guys know, I don't know if I've shared this. I'm sure I have once upon a time, but B.E.E. stands for Be Evolving Every Day. So I really try to, because like I said, changing your lifestyle, changing your path is a difficult one. It's not something we can do in one day. It's not something that we can do in 1 month or 1 year. This is a lifestyle change. It's a, waking up every day, deciding to choose positivity, deciding to choose not to surround yourself with low energy and low vibrations. So it's not an easy thing, because the popular way to go is to be involved with gossip or eating fast food, or, like, it's just a bunch of things that come to enter into low vibrational energy. So it's about choosing yourself. It's about choosing a lifestyle and a mentality that is what that you're evolving every day, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's not. So that's why I chose B.E.E. for just B, and I'm Sarah B. So it works out well. And so that's the little story behind my Just Be Tarot. So I love you guys being here. I love your energy. I just want to say thank you so much. We do have Thanksgiving coming up next week, at least here in the United States. I try to be thankful every day and put that out there. And I want you guys to know that you are loved and that I respect you. And I am so thankful for you. Day in and day out, you just are so supportive and so loving. And I try to tell everybody in my energy, my life here, that I love them. Like, everybody knows how I feel about them all the time. And I want to tell you how thankful I am for you. And it shouldn't boil down to one day a year. It should be celebrated daily. And it's part of also being thankful, being grateful for the things that you have in your life is an amazing way to raise your energy. And if you tell the people and be thankful for all the little things in your life, like I said, when I get a new subscriber, I am thanking Spirit and I'm thanking that person, and I say a little meditative prayer for them. It matters to me. Every one of you matter to me. And it's I'm getting like, it's just an overwhelming feeling of love and gratitude. So I just want you to know that, in case, I don't I mean, I try to say it as much as I can, and I hope it comes across as being genuine, because it is. But anywho, I know you guys aren't here for me to blubber on and on about how amazing you are. You're here for your readings. Let's face facts. So I hope you're enjoying this little pop-up Wednesday midweek reading. Love you guys, and I will continue. All right. So let's see. Yoniner says, living. Oh, so sweet. Yoniner's telling people to hit the like button. What a sweetheart. Okay, so Jazz says, hi, Jazz. How are you? This week it's Jazz, not that Fabio. Okay. Jazz asks, will my new love be a water sign? Will Jazz's new love be a water sign? Shuffling for Jazz. What's the energy of a love that's coming in for her? What is an energy that's coming in for regarding love? She wants to know what sign. Will they be a water sign? What sign will they be? What sign? I got cups. We got cups. So that is a water sign. Now, I don't know about what timing it is. It just said cups. I don't ask for dates, because, as I said, I believe in divine timing. So when your love comes in for you, it's going to come in. All right. Says Jazz asks, do my spirit guides say I have a new spirit guide? I think I saw him last night in my dream. Spirit Does Jazz have a new spirit guide? What's the energy there? What is the energy? Thank you. Okay, you do have something coming in towards you. Somebody new. There is somebody new that's guiding you. Jazz says, I have great news. I'm starting a new job at Marshall's. Oh, that's awesome, Jazz. Congratulations. Oh, I love that. Congratulations. Oh, I love that for you. Go you. Hello, Starry. Jerry Dunn says hello. Palak Sharma says hello. Hi. Renew 9686 says, has Shala lost hope in our connection? Has Shala lost hope in our connection? Shuffling for Renew. Thank you. I do feel like there might be an indication of them losing hope. I don't feel like all hope is lost, but we do have the World card in the challenge position. So I do feel like that they are losing hope. Can I get another card? Knight of Pentacles, although it could be slow-moving energy. Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving energy. So it could be just be they're slow-moving, which stands the test of time. It's hard when you're trying to hurry things up, or when you want things to happen at in a certain time frame. But I do feel like slow and steady wins the race, and this is Knight of Pentacles is having an energy that stands the test of time. So they're taking their good old time is what I feel like. Palak Sharma says, can you check the overall energy of my married life? Sure. Okay. What is the energy of Palak Sharma's married life? Shuffling for the overall energy of Palak Sharma's married life. I feel like there's a lack of passion, especially from the divine masculine. But I do feel like that is from the feminine as well. I feel like there might be somebody doesn't want to share with you, like in an intimate way. They might have trouble letting down their guard or opening up to intimacy. There might be something that happened that they're suppressing, some kind of trauma. But I do feel like that there is a lack of passion here, unfortunately. Starry Night, hello. Starry Night asks, will that give me a more improved outcome with organization? Will that give me a more improved outcome with organization? I feel like your wish is not going to be granted. I feel like that she is not going to give you more organization. I feel like I just heard she's wondering why things have to change. She's questioning the change. Questioning the change. Now, the next part of the question is, would she remove the witch permanently? So I can't really answer yes or no questions, but I do have the King of Cups in reverse, which makes me think she has like a lack of emotional connection with you, which kind of tells me that she's not going to remove whatever you're talking about, the witch, permanently. Okay, Renew says, can I ask another question? I'm curious, will I marry a Southern guy? Renew wants to know, I don't know if you're going to marry a Southern person. Four of Wands in reverse. I don't know if that's going to be in your... But that doesn't necessarily mean that outcome, because like I always say, I'm not a fortune teller. I'm an energy reader. So when you don't like an answer and you really want to marry a Southern guy, then go down south and meet one. You know, like, I just, like, this is, like, right now in your situation, in your energy, no. The outcome is no. Maybe you're not around Southern guys. But that could all change. I mean, we also came out with the Tower. So if you change, make the decision to make changes in your life, that could all change for you to meet a Southern person. You know, if you decide to make the moves, then what's stopping you? But like I said, if you don't like the answer, then you need to make the changes and reconfigure your energy. I can only read for you what is in your energy right now, and it's no. In your situation right now, you will not marry a Southern man. But if you want that to change, make the changes. All right, so Starry Night says, will S give me a better result with org? Will S give Starry Night okay, so S is in their head. They're overthinking. They're not seeing your vision, is what I just heard. Yeah, they are not going to be giving you better results. In fact, they might, I don't know if there's somebody you can trust with the Seven of Swords energy. We have Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse, and Eight of Swords. I'm not sure you can trust this person. So I don't think that they are going to give you better results. I feel like they're nervous, anxious, and that nervous and anxiousness might make them be a blabbermouth, or you know, I don't see that S is going to be the right choice. Okay, can I ask the same two questions for Jacqueline? Is Jacqueline a better result for the org, with org? How about Jacqueline? Jacqueline will do it because if this has to do with work, I feel like they're going to do it because it's work, and they're going to kind of do what they're told if it's work related, but they're not going to be happy about it. They're not going to want to do it. And they're only going to do it because they think they can grow in this opportunity. Maybe they think that there's something, that somebody else would keep them in mind for like a promotion or a raise. That's the only reason why that Jacqueline would do it. And I have no idea what any of this is about, but I hope that helped. Renew asks, do you have any advice for me in general? I'm going to pull a couple cards in general for Renew. Shuffling for Renew. Just general energy card spirit for Renew. General energy, please, for Renew. What does she need to know? What messages? What's in her energy? What is in Renew's energy? What is in Renew's energy? What is in Renew's energy? Oh my gosh. There we go. I feel like, we got a 3 and 3. 3 of Swords in reverse. So you're healing from something. It could be work related. Yeah, we have 2 healing cards. We have the Devil in reverse and the 3 of Swords in reverse. There's definitely something you're healing from. I feel like you're finally seeing things in a better perspective. You're turning a blind eye to things and people who weren't serving you. You might have been in that energy for a long time, but you're more focused on bettering yourself. And you're really trying to work for your greatest good and that lifestyle change. Okay, Jazz says, what zodiac sign do I have to set boundaries with? What zodiac sign does Jazz have to set boundaries with, please? Shuffling for Jazz. What zodiac sign does Jazz have to set boundaries with? We have Cups. Water sign. AV Key Masty says, Sakshi feeling for Avinash. Oh, thank you. Shaksky feeling for Avinash. What is Shaksky's feeling for Avinash? Shaksky's feeling for Avinash, please. I have a feeling that Shaksky blew up the chat. She is feeling a lot of passion for you. She finds you attractive. I feel like she sees a path with you. I feel like she sees herself walking this long path with you. Now the Ace of Wands is about passion and fire. So I feel a lot of attraction here for you with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I also feel like together you're going to be it's going to be financially beneficial. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Okay, so Jazz asked, is it in my best intention to connect with my coworker Crystal and talk to her? What's the energy between Jazz and Crystal? What is the energy between Jazz and Crystal? No, I'm getting that there's a separation and emotional disconnect here with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. I feel like they might need time. I would say give it some time. Maybe establish yourself at your new job before you reach out. Okay, Kara Wallace says, can you tell me what my mom, Tammy, and I's relationship is going to be in the future? I can't read the future, Kara, but I can tell you the energy now. And that way you can work on the outcome because energy is fluid. So if you don't like the energy there, then you can work on changing it or yourself and making some changes if you can. Okay, I'm shuffling for Kara Wallace. She wants to know about her energy with her mom. What's the energy there with Kara Wallace and her mom? Thank you. What else is there? Thank you. I feel like there's something that you need to learn. There's something, messages coming in. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is like you are almost ready to let go of something. So you're ready to let go of some kind of energy with your mom. It's like you're healing or trying to heal from something. There's something you're holding on to, though. There's something that you still have to relieve yourself of. I just heard guilt. But we have the Ace of Swords, which is messages. So maybe you're getting a message coming in, or this might be an indication to you that you need to send a message. We do have that crown, meaning there is going to be victory. If you reach out, it might be victorious for you. This might set a new path. I was just told to focus on this path. And then I was just told to focus on the acorns. So it might be, acorns, these little seeds, get put in the ground and can grow a whole tree. And a tree can be deeply rooted. So this could maybe start a whole another family tree, or maybe they're starting a new family, or you've started a new family. And they need to know, maybe you want to relay that. I feel like this has something to do with starting like that's even like it's starting to take root. Like there's something growing here. Maybe you want to tell them about your growing family and you want them to walk this path with you. But I do feel like there's like some kind of guilt or something that needs to be let go of. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Renew. M Love 1010 says hello. Why is Capricorn being distant with his sun? M Love wants to know about Capricorn's energy with his sun. M Love wants to know about Capricorn's energy. Yeah, I do see emotional disconnect here with the King of Swords. I see emotional disconnect. I feel like they're trying to... The King of Wands is very energetic. They know the right thing to say. They know the right strings to pull. They know the right buttons to push. So I do feel like they might be trying to manipulate a situation. Most of the time, the King of Wands is very charismatic, is very loved. And I do believe that this King of Wands energy is very loved. But they also know how to push buttons. Okay? I mean, they want to keep fighting for a relationship. They know it's not over. This relationship isn't over, but there has been an emotional disconnect. Was there a fight of some kind? I feel like there was a fight. Like this person has this across their chest, like they are protecting themselves, which makes me think there was a fight. Something might have been said in haste, in a heated argument. I hope that helped. Renew said, how is my next love partner persona will be like? What's Renew's energy for her next love? What is Renew's partner's energy going to be like? Love for love. Shuffling for love. Shuffling for love. Thank you. This is interesting because I have the Lovers in reverse. Which could also mean making choices or having more than one option. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which means you're coupling up. You're going from being alone, independent, to being in a couple. But you're apprehensive about going down this road with this Ace of Wands in reverse. You might already have somebody who is interested in you. That you're meant to be with. Somebody in your energy, they might be flirting but doing a bad job of it. And I know that sounds crazy, but like maybe they just don't know how to flirt, or they just aren't coming, they're not being direct with you. Maybe they don't know how. Some people just don't have that personality. But I do feel like this person might already be in your energy. So you might want to look like within your energy right now, who you spend time with, who you socialize with, who you run into on a daily basis, or a weekly basis even. Kind of pick up on the fact if somebody's being awkward with you or something along those lines. I feel like this person is just doesn't have the confidence, or they just don't know how to act in front of you. All right, Sonia Ann, Sandra Anna, Sandra Anna 29. Will Dave get in touch and will we meet? Okay, so we have the excuse me, I have the hiccups. 7 of Pentacles in the challenge position, which means you're having a hard time trusting divine timing. You want to know what's going on with this situation. We also have the Death card in the challenge position. Death card in the challenge position. So it's like a cycle is coming to a close. Is there a time frame on when you have to meet by? Somebody might be going through a transformation or a change of some kind. Something might be going on in their life. Where they haven't been able to meet you. I was drawn to focus on this butterfly, which is why I said transformation or change. They might be on the fence about meeting you or trying to find a way. They haven't exhausted all their efforts. They're not giving up yet because there's still hope with this Death card in the challenge position. They haven't given up yet. Okay. Hello, Gwen Logan, 676. Renew says, sorry, I feel like I asked too many questions. No, you didn't. Thank you, Renew. I appreciate that. I appreciate that feedback. It does mean a lot to me. And it gives me confidence that knowing that, it's resonating with people. So thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you. And I wouldn't be here. That's why I'm here, for you to ask questions. So don't ever feel guilty about that. Gwen Logan wants to know if they'll hit the lottery. Do you play the lottery? That's the question for you. Will Gwen hit the lottery? I just heard keep wishing. I don't know if I don't have the energy of you playing the lottery. M Love. When will I find love again? M Love. Thank you. Well, now you're thinking a lot more clearly. I feel like before or previously, you weren't in a good mindset. So I feel like you're starting to think more clearly with your approach to love. Is what I just heard, your approach to love. You're thinking more clearly. Oh, there's a big change coming in for you. Or maybe this already came in, and maybe that changed your approach to love. But as far as when, I mean, I'm a big trusting in divine timing. So I feel like this tower moment could have done a lot to speed things along with the changes that are coming in or will be coming in. Yeah, so that's... Okay, that's... Jazz asked, that's why I probably am going to establish myself at my new job, because she signed my card when I said goodbye and called her friend, and you said call her. Okay. Yeah, I would wait until you're established, give her some time, or give yourself some time. Jazz says, what was the lesson in friendship with ex-friend Jade? What was the lesson in friendship? It doesn't seem like you saw things from the same perspective, like you didn't have a whole lot in common when it came to important things. Maybe you were constantly trying to defend yourself, or you were constantly butting heads. But I feel like you guys just didn't see things the same way. No fight. My son is 7. Karen Wallace says, can I get what Spirit says about what needs to come next in my moving forward with personal life? With BFA? I don't know what that means. What is Spirit? What is Spirit? What's the message that Kara Wallace needs to know regarding moving forward? What energy is there regarding moving forward? Regarding moving forward. What energy is there, Spirit, for Kara? Thank you. Feeling like you're stuck in your head, overthinking about something. Need to stop overthinking. You got to remain present. Make sure you remain present. It's going to lower your anxiety. Anxiety is very low vibrational, and you need to keep your energy high to have that good energy coming towards you. What else, Spirit? So if you keep your energy high and focus on moving forward and your goals, then things are going to work out fairly for you. If you put in the work, you're going to get the results you want. Carol Wallace asks, with family and making positive outcome in my life, feeling like I've had a curse on me for the last 8 years. Golly. That seems like you have some kind of energy stuck to you. energetic ties. You might be stuck in a cycle that you need to make closure with. That could be family member, it could be friends. But there's some kind of energies that's stuck to you. Okay, I'm still here. I hope you guys are too. Okay, I'm on Kara Wallace. I got the same exact cards. You saw me shuffling. Same exact cards came out. Staying present. Put in the work, and it's going to come back to you. You got to stay positive. You got to choose positive lifestyle changes. Raising your energy. Not talking shit about people or places or things. Not talking shit about yourself with your own voice in your head. Not gossiping, feeding yourself well, taking vitamins, staying hydrated, watching, choosing what you watch, that it has to be high vibrational. It's like a bunch of things that it's an overhaul of your life. When crappy things happen and it means that something needs to change, there has to be a shift in energy, and it's a disconnect with things of the past. So there's something energetically that you're stuck to that needs to change, and I feel like it might be a complete overhaul of your lifestyle that you might need to really examine. So you might need to just really do an evaluation of, how can I make myself more high vibrational. Okay, Jazz says, should I become friends with Alyssa? She is an Aquarius. What's the energy like between Jazz and Alyssa? What is the energy between Jazz and Alyssa? Is there a connection there? Is there a friendship between Jazz and Alyssa? Thank you. You're being asked to be intuitive, to follow your gut. Time to start making decisions on your own. Two of Swords energy in the reverse. Enlighten yourself. Trust your own instincts. You're welcome, Sonia. M. Love asks, what does Capricorn expect from acting this way? What does Capricorn expect from acting this way? So I saw, M. Love, I saw your earlier statement that your son is only 7, but this could be because he is taking something out on your son because you made him react to something. It might not have to do with anything your son did. Maybe you guys are having a rift. Maybe there's an emotional disconnection there. Maybe he knows how to push your buttons, and that's why he's acting the way he is. And unfortunately, your son is the one who is suffering. He's expecting a message. He wants you to contact him. He wants you here. He knows how to push your buttons. So he wants to make a connection with you. Whether you want to believe that or not. Like, I'm not saying that he wants to make a romantic connection, but he doesn't want there to be, he wants to keep control over a situation. It's a narcissistic behavior. And he knows how to push your buttons and he knows how to get to you. So he's going to keep on doing it because he knows you're going to text him or call him and be like, why haven't you, contacted, your son in so long? And then that's an entryway for your energy and his energy to come back into your life. And when he has his energy in your life, that means you're not connecting with anybody else because your energy is still with him. So you have to make these realizations take the blinders off and see what this person is really about. This doesn't have anything to do with your son. This has everything to do with his relationship with you. Okay, Jazz. Yes, one time my friend Jade made me upset because we planned to go to the movies. She left right in the middle of the movie. And then, yeah, we would fight a lot about things that we couldn't agree on. Okay, so we're butting heads, so that makes total sense. She left you in the middle of a movie? Why would you even want to be friends with this person? Dude, cut the cords with boom, done. Done. Move on. Isha, how are you? Good to see you. I hope you are well. I'm only going to be on for about 15 more minutes. So get those remaining questions in if you have any. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel and also hit that notification bell. Okay, for those that I'm just pulling cards for the collective because I was just kind of shuffling. I feel like for somebody, something is going to be revealed. And you're going to be required to take a leap of faith. So there's a change coming in. Something's going to be revealed to you, and you're just going to have to trust. Trust the process. Not everything might be cut and dry, not everything might be spelled out for you, but you're being asked to take this leap of faith because the universe has your back. The universe knows that this is something that you want, something that you maybe have been manifesting, and you are now being called to accept that and believe that this is the path you're supposed to be on. So that's for somebody out there, for me just shuffling. What else for the collective, Spirit? Spirit, what else for the collective? Thank you. We have Knight of Swords. So, yeah, again, something being revealed. Messages coming through. Something good is coming in. This is going to be like an aha moment, something being revealed to you, something that you can't resist, something that you might be frightened to start, something that you're going to have to put your full faith in, but you're being asked to move forward on this journey. Oh my gosh, I crack myself up. So move forward on this journey and trust that the universe is bringing you exactly where you're meant to be. Okay, let's see what else. 5 of Wands. Somebody might be feeling some chaos in their life. Here, why the chaos? Yeah, they need to put down need to free themselves and of some kind of burden or choice. Need to make a choice about something. Three of Cups. Maybe you're in a third party relationship and it needs to end. So make a choice because it's complete chaos. You're causing complete chaos in everybody's life. So whoever that is for, it's making everything chaotic. Make a choice. Stop juggling this shit. Again, with the moon card, something is going to be revealed to our collective. Spirit, any indication as to what's going to be revealed? Again, with the Fool. I swear. These cards came... Okay, so this is for somebody. This is crazy. You see me shuffling. In fact, I pulled more cards out between this. This is crazy. What the F? Something is going to be revealed, and you're going to have to take a huge leap of faith and put all of your faith in your higher power. And know that Spirit has your back. What the frig? Wow. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. I couldn't do that. I just, what? So, this might be coming in for somebody this weekend or over the next couple weeks. You might get something revealed to you that you're going to really be like, it's going to be, I get the feeling that you're going to be apprehensive. This is something that you wanted for so long. You're going to have to trust that this is the timing. This is the timing that you've been waiting for. This is exactly what you wanted, exactly the direction that you were being pulled in. All right, guys, I don't see any more questions coming in, so I'm going to end it here with this crazy second pull of these cards for the collective. Woo-wee. Go back. Rewatch it. It's a way to end a reading, I'll tell you what. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys. I spilled my guts in the middle of the reading how much I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. It's my regularly scheduled. This is just a pop-up. So don't fret. I'll be back tomorrow. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be generous with yourselves. And do you. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.